Hey guys, welcome to the Brain XP community. I hope you feel at home. My name is Christine XP and I am the founder of Brain XP. I will be your MC for today's event. Today's special video event is all about coping with back to school anxiety. This event is 100% peer-led, meaning that it was created by young people and it is designed to be watched by other young people. With that being said, just a reminder, we are not mental health professionals. We are just young people trying to spread mental health awareness. Everything you hear today comes from lived experience. Before we get into the amazing lineup for this event, I just want to give a huge shout out to the Sophia Valsamos Foundation for sponsoring this event and to the Sophia Valsamos Foundation's junior board for making this event happen and collaborating with Brain XP. And lastly, please watch all the way to the end of this video event because I have a very, very special announcement coming at the end, so please stay tuned. Now let's get started. Our very first presenter today is Ashley, and she is an amazing example of someone who tackles anxiety with hope and a positive attitude. She's going to share a bit about her struggles with anxiety in our very first segment called Anxiety Storytime.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley and I'm a junior board member for the Sophia Valsamos Foundation. I'm here today to talk to you guys a little bit about mental health, but more specifically anxiety, which is something that a lot of us have experienced, especially now with the pandemic kind of looming behind us, and it's definitely something that I've been through for almost as long as I can remember. It started out small when I was little, with little things here and there, and then as I got older, it became more prominent in my life. I'm a senior in high school now, which is crazy, but now I do go through panic attacks on a weekly basis, and I do tend to have negative thoughts. I overthink a lot, and I'm telling you guys this because I'm not ashamed of it anymore. For a really, really long time, I had very low self-confidence, and I refused to believe that having anxiety was okay. But guys, it's okay not to be okay sometimes. It's okay to break down even once in a while. As long as you pick yourself back up and don't be too hard on yourself. That's been a huge part for me. Part of the coping journey has been learning to accept it first and foremost, and then learning to move on from it, saying, okay, I have a problem, but what's the solution? It's all about your mindset. And there's also physical things that can help, like deep breathing, meditating, yoga, essential oils, journaling, anything like that can really, really be a big, big help and a big part of finding really who you are. But for me, the most influential part of my coping journey has been opening up, whether that's with a professional, a life coach, family, friends, or just realizing it within yourself. And then kind of breaking those negative thought patterns. And I know you guys can do it. If I can, you guys certainly can. Just have faith in yourself. Please don't give up. If you fall down, pick yourself back up again. It is not the end of the world. You're all so special and beautiful and amazing. And anxiety is nothing to be scared of because there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Remember, you guys might not be perfect, but you are a limited edition.
I personally always feel comfort in knowing that I'm not alone in my battle with anxiety, that other people are struggling with it too, and that we can overcome together. And hearing from Ashley, it gives me that sense of relief and that sense of unity that we really can do it all together. So thank you so much, Ashley, for sharing with us today. We are going to move on to our next segment, which is how we can cope with anxiety. But before we do, I just want to say that I'd love to start a positive conversation in the comment section to help each other out, to talk about our struggles, to be there for each other. So if anything today helps you, please leave a comment below in the comment section, and we'll keep this conversation going. Now let's get into our next segment, how we can cope with anxiety.
Daily life with anxiety can be like fighting a mental battle that's only visible to you. For many, that means that work, school, or public places can become uncomfortable and suffocating, leaving you feeling vulnerable and with worsened symptoms of anxiety. In times like this, it's important to seek help and learn coping strategies which work for you. But it's also important to use these strategies on a daily basis to prevent anxiety attacks and discomfort. So what are the best ways to help you manage your own anxiety using skills you already know? A good tip is to write down your emotions and worries as you feel them. If you suffer from an anxiety disorder, chances are you often look at situations in a different way when you're feeling at your worst. We often jump to conclusions, assume the worst, or feel threatened by more minor situations. By writing down our emotions, we can look back and challenge our negative thoughts. This teaches us that the worst-case scenario often isn't as likely as we might think it is. Another way to help yourself cope with anxiety is to think about what advice you might give to someone else experiencing the same thing. This puts you out of your own headspace and helps you look at things from a more realistic point of view. By looking at your anxious thoughts in different ways, such as the ones previously described, you can interrupt the worry cycle and shift your focus onto yourself. Always remember, your well-being is the most important thing.
Now, anxiety coping mechanisms are everywhere. It's up to us to find the strategies that work best for us. So if you're struggling to know what are coping skills, where can I find them, how do I try them out, how do I use them? Well, I've got your back. We have a teen toolbox on the BrainXP website, brainxp.org. I will leave a link in the description box for it as well, and it tells you all about that. So if you're interested, check that out and click the link in the description box. And also, I want to mention real quick that we have a digital event program for our video event today. If you'd like to receive it, again, 100% for free, there's a link in the description box for that as well. Now, it's one thing to cope with our own anxieties, but it's a whole other thing to learn how to help our friends cope with them and our other fellow young people cope with them. We're going to learn all about that from Devin in our next segment, how to help our friends cope with anxiety.
Hi, my name's Devin. I'm from the Sophia Valsamos Foundation, and today I'm going to be talking about ways that you can help others with their anxiety. So first, I'll just start off with you should definitely educate yourself on anxiety. You could do research online, but I've also found it's best to go to someone directly and ask them about their struggles, struggles they're facing, what makes them anxious, because everyone's anxiety situations are different, so it may be best to talk to them directly about what their struggles are. Next thing I'll say is if someone's feeling really anxious, having a panic attack, you should reassure them that everything's going to be okay, but do that in a way that doesn't dismiss their thoughts and their feelings. So you could say, I understand why you feel this way, I get it, but there's no need to feel anxious about this. That way they feel heard, they know you understand, but you're also telling them you don't need to feel anxious. So next thing I'll say is to know the signs of anxiety, irritability, trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating, panicking, thinking the worst will happen. You can't help someone if you don't know the struggles they're facing. So I think it's really helpful to know the signs of anxiety. You can help your friend through activities that specifically make them anxious. Some people have trouble cleaning their room, making a phone call, doing anxiety-inducing activities. So if they have a friend to help them, it could be really helpful. The last thing I'll say is to know when to seek professional help when it gets out of your hands, know who to go to, have a therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist, anyone who can help and help your friend want that for themselves. So that's all I'm going to say for today. I hope these tips were helpful. Bye!
We are never alone in our anxiety battles, but sometimes it does feel that way if we don't have a positive support network built around us. So making an effort to help our friends who are struggling can go a very long way. Now, earlier I gave a shout out to the Sophia Valsamos Foundation for sponsoring our event, so let's hear a message from our sponsor right now.
Hi, I'm Cassidy Perry, a member of the Sophia Valsamos Foundation Junior Board. We are a non-for-profit youth mental health foundation. Our mission statement is to empower young people to take a stand against bullying, to find support around challenges, and to embrace each other's differences. We are a group of young teens who are striving to promote kindness and that no one's alone. We do this through programming like the O-Shift program and events like Paint Nights and our annual dinner. We also do first aid, mental health training, and much more. We want everyone to know that there are so many people that care about them and that everyone goes through anxiety, depression, even maybe just a bad day, that you can get through it and that you are so much stronger than you think you are. You can learn more about us at tsvf.org, Or you can follow us on our Instagrams at the Sophia Valsamos Foundation and follow our junior board at TSVF Junior Board. Always remember, kindness is key, and together we will make a difference.
Shout out to Cassidy for delivering that amazing message on behalf of the Sophia Valsamos Foundation. Thank you guys again for sponsoring this video event. It's very much appreciated, and we love working with you guys. And for everyone who's wondering, what is the Sophia Valsamos Foundation? Where can we find them? Links are in the description box. Please use their resources and show them love on social media. Now, based on everything that Cassidy just shared with all of us, I'm sure you guys could agree that the Sophia Valsamos Foundation Junior Board is doing amazing work. So I'd love to right now honor them with Brain XP's Game Changer Award. This award goes out to young people who are changing the game in a positive way in the world of mental health. Here to accept this Game Changer Award is Hadika.
Hi, my name is Hadika from the Sophia Valsamos Foundation, and I just want to give a huge thank you to Brain XP for this award and acknowledging our foundation's efforts to destigmatize mental health and the conversation, empower our youth, and in general just spread as much kindness as possible. It means a lot coming from an organization like you guys who are really creating the change that we're trying to see more in this world. I also just want to give a huge shout out to our main board and our junior board for all of our efforts this year. You guys made one of the toughest years that seemed impossible possible. Thank you again.
Thank you again to the Sophia Valsamos Foundation Junior Board for collaborating with Brain XP on this event. We could not have done it without you. You guys are amazing. The Sophia Valsamos Foundation contact info is in the description box. I have to mention that again. Please, please, please reach out to them. And also remember, you can sign up to receive our free event program in the description box as well. And to wrap up this video event, we have a very special Brain XP announcement. I will play the teaser in just a second. Before I do, please give this video a big thumbs up and comment what you found helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and follow Brain XP on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, and finally, let's play the teaser.
We won't drown in our sorrows, won't give up on tomorrow. Based on today's forecast, the bad weather, it won't last. We've lost way too much, and we know that everything's different. Things won't ever be the same. Tomorrow will be a better day. We won't lie.
So that is it. I have a new song called Today's Forecast coming out very, very soon. Please stay tuned for the release, and also if you want to know what the release date is, what's going on with Brain XP, how to stay up to date, then sign up for our free newsletter on brainxp.org. There's also a link in the description box you can click to do that as well. And one last huge shout out to the Sophia Valsamos Foundation for sponsoring this event. Thank you to their junior board for participating and collaborating with us. We love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video with a friend who would benefit from being a part of the Brain XP community. As I always say, stay positive, keep smiling, and I will see you later.